Live from WSLS, this is 10 News at 6, working for you.
Now at 6, a candlelight vigil with a goal to stop violence in the community. How the Hill City is trying to move forward. Hospitals across the country are running out of space and supplies, the grim milestones we've reached amidst the pandemic. Lawmakers debate whether impeaching a former president is constitutional.
I believe that this impeachment trial, I hope conviction, ultimate disqualification, are the very first powerful steps toward unity in our country moving forward.
Why many believe former President Donald Trump's actions are impeachable. Good evening and thanks for joining us for 10 News at 6. I'm Jessica Jewell. Coming together to honor victims of violence in the Hill City. 10 News reporter Taj Simmons joins us now live in Lynchburg. Taj, a candlelight vigil just ended there.
That's right, Jessica. Just wrapped up about 5-10 minutes ago. You see the headlights of cars waiting to get out, but it was an emotional ceremony here. People were pained, but more than anything, people were fed up with the violence here, and one incident in particular galvanized them to come here tonight. Now, let's take it to the videotape to show you what it looked like while the vigil was going on. This is something that happens quite a lot in Lynchburg after violent events, but the organizer, this is called One Community, One Voice, he says that they hadn't done this during the pandemic, but when 28-year-old Samantha Robinson was shot and killed while driving on 12th Street, he said he couldn't take it anymore and had to bring people here together for a change. He said he wanted people to stay in their cars, but because of all the emotions here, a lot of people just had to be close, had to be into the moment. And it wasn't just One Community, One Voice here. Leaders from all over Lynchburg voiced their frustration about just how mad they are at these violent incidents.
You see all these 19-year-old, 18-year-old, 17-year-old, 20-year-old young men and women being charged with violent crimes. I'm sick of it. Are you?
And it's not just about the kids that Bethany Harrison mentioned. This is the son of 28-year-old Samantha Robinson, who I mentioned was the person shot and killed while driving on 12th Street earlier this week. Now, coming back to me, the one message that everybody here wanted to leave us with, Lynchburg's mayor was here, Lynchburg police chief was here, sheriff, Commonwealth's attorney, anybody who's anybody in Lynchburg, they came here and had the same message. If you see something in Lynchburg, pass it on, because they are sick and tired of homicides and violent incidents happening in the Hill City. For now, reporting live in Lynchburg, Taj Simmons, 10 News, working for you.
One person is in the hospital after multiple shooting scenes in Radford. Officers responded to the first shooting report early Sunday morning on Madison Street. Soon after, police say there was a second shooting on Sanford Street in the Copper Beach apartment complex, where officers found a person shot. Police are investigating both incidents and believe they are connected. Virginia State Police are investigating a deadly car crash in Campbell County that happened Saturday night. Police say a car traveling on Route 29 ran off the side of the road and overturned just south of Route 699. One person died, but police haven't clarified if the victim was the driver or passenger. The crash remains under investigation. The Augusta County Sheriff's Office needs your help finding a missing person. Take a look at your screen. This is Zeppelin Keller. Deputies say he was last seen at his home in Stanton late yesterday morning when he left to go to a friend's house. If you have any information about where he is, call police. The man accused of setting the Old Bedford Middle School on fire will not appear in court tomorrow as expected. Daniel Flint's arson trial has been delayed. At the earliest, we expect to learn the new date by Tuesday. Flint's lawyer requested the delay. The coronavirus continues to spread in the Commonwealth. The Virginia Department of Health is reporting nearly 3,800 new cases, 3 new deaths, and 58 new hospitalizations. In total, the U.S. has surpassed 25 million coronavirus cases as of Saturday afternoon, with more than 416,000 deaths. Hundreds of hospitals are running out of space and supplies. The Associated Press says an analysis of federal hospital data shows 2 in 5 Americans now live in areas running out of hospital bed space. Stewartsville Elementary School is temporarily closed due to COVID-19. Officials say they made the decision because several staff members had to quarantine due to potential exposure to the virus. In a letter to families, Bedford County Public Schools says in-person learning will be suspended and virtual learning will last at least through this week. School officials will notify families if the closure is extended past Friday. Former President Donald Trump's second Senate impeachment trial is set. Melissa Rainey tells us how Democrats plan to convince enough Republicans to break with Trump and convict him of inciting the deadly U.S. Capitol riot.
Telling them the truth.
Republican Senator Mitt Romney says he's studied law review articles that show holding an impeachment trial for a former president is constitutional.
I think it's pretty clear that the effort is constitutional.
A stance that puts Romney at odds with some of his colleagues. He also believes the allegation that Trump did incite the deadly U.S. Capitol riot on January 6th is an impeachable offense.
I believe that what is being alleged and what we saw, which is incitement to insurrection, is an impeachable offense. If not, what is?
Monday, the House is set to formally walk the article of impeachment to the Senate.
I think the trial is stupid. I think it's counterproductive. We already have a flaming fire in this country, and it's like taking a bunch of gasoline and pouring it on top of the fire.
Some Democrats hopeful that the trial will unite both sides of the aisle and allow legislative plans to move forward.
I believe that this impeachment trial, I hope conviction, ultimate disqualification, are the very first powerful steps toward unity in our country moving forward.
The chamber plans to begin the former president's trial next month, expecting it may move faster than Trump's first impeachment trial last year.
I believe it will be a fair trial, but it will move relatively quickly.
I'm Melissa Rainey reporting.
Under an agreement between Senator Chuck Schumer and Minority Leader Mitch McConnell, the ceremonial functions of the Senate impeachment trial will happen this week. The final briefs will be due on February 9th. Still ahead on 10 News at 6, American Airlines launches a new subscription plan, how you can get in on the action without ever stepping foot on a plane. But first, Restaurant Week kicked off this weekend, and you're encouraged to eat local, where you can find the special deals.
And it's been a quiet weekend overall. However, all of that is going to be changing as we head into the new work week. I'm going to break down everything that you need to know coming up in your full forecast.
If storms move through your neighborhood and you safely take a photo or video, feel free to share it with us. Open the Weather Authority app, click pins on the bottom, then click Drop a Pin. You can upload your picture or video here.
Downtown Roanoke is encouraging people to eat local and help the restaurant industry bounce back from a major hit because of the COVID-19 pandemic. Restaurant Week kicked off this weekend and continues until next Sunday. Some people used the occasion to have Sunday brunch at City Market, while others have already supported multiple downtown restaurants this weekend.
My wife started making reservations, and we actually had a party of 6 that we were trying to coordinate to go to downtown last night. So she immediately said, yeah, this is a good thing to do.
All participating restaurants are offering their specials to go. You can find a list of those on WSLS.com. Legal sales of marijuana are underway in Arizona. How dozens of dispensaries got the green light to start selling. But first, a live look at downtown Roanoke from our Virginia Tech Carillion Skycam. It's been a pretty chilly day, and we are in for a roller coaster this week. Delaney tells us when you could see a warm-up and some snow coming up in just a few minutes. American Airlines is hoping to sell some of its excess alcoholic drinks without you ever having to step foot on a plane. The airline has launched a new program called American Airlines Flagship Cellars. It will give customers the chance to buy wine by the bottle in custom cases or through a subscription plan for $99 a month. That plan gives customers access to discounts, a monthly shipment of 3 bottles of wine, and 2 Advantage miles for every dollar spent. Legal recreational marijuana sales are underway in Arizona. On Friday, dozens of dispensaries got the green light to start selling. Arizona residents voted in November to allow recreational use and for people 21 and older to possess 1 ounce of marijuana.
Your local weather authority, always watching and tracking for you from the JES Weather Center.
This is a live look from our Skycam in Blacksburg this evening. Everything looking pretty quiet, still holding on to a lot of that cloud cover. However, we have over the past few hours been tracking some precipitation in the form of just some cold rain, but also some snow pushing off towards the east and southeast, moving fairly quickly, and of course bringing a few bursts of snow, especially to areas towards the highlands, even partially a little bit further closer towards the Blue Ridge Parkway. Overall, this is not not going to be, this is going to be sticking around over the next few hours, but it's going to have a hard time making its way any further off towards the east, at least as snow. We definitely could see some of that rain tracking a little bit further towards our area here in the next few hours or so. So future trackers showing pretty much the same for the next few hours. Even into tonight, we're still holding on to a lot of that rain, but you're starting your Monday off. The commute is not looking bad. It is going to be overcast, but overall, we're not tracking any rain at this point. Then the rain moves in very quickly. I would say by 10 a.m., especially if you live west of the Parkway, that's when we're going to start to see the rain right around lunchtime. We're pretty much seeing the entire region covered in green, anywhere from just light rain to at times more moderate and heavy rainfall sticking with us. In fact, most of that heavy rain is going to be in the afternoon and evening hours. You're seeing that towards the highlands, areas like Pocahontas County, Highland County, all the way down towards Lexington, and that sticks with us. Just take a look at some of these strong storms really along and north of that 460 corridor heading into Monday evening and even over the next few hours after that. Now, we are going to hold on to some rain showers even Tuesday morning. So yes, if you're heading into work, depending on what time, you could hit an isolated shower at that point. From there, the rain is going to move out. In fact, by Tuesday afternoon and into the evening hours, we're going to actually start to see a little bit more sunshine, and temperatures are going to be able to warm up very nicely throughout the day on Tuesday. But rainfall totals, you just saw how much heavy rain we're expecting north of 460. That's where our highest totals are going to be, anywhere from 1 to 2 inches where you see that lighter green color. I do think that Pocahontas, maybe even Highland County, could see 2 to 3 inches. The further south that you travel, those are going to be our lower totals. So we're watching this very closely, but at this point, that is just rain. You want to keep an eye on flooding in some of those low-lying areas that you're used to seeing a little bit of flooding. And then we head towards Thursday. We're tracking, of course, that potential for some snow and rain with our next system, and it's no wonder why. Take a look at what happens over the next few days. Excuse me, I forgot to update this graphic apparently. We go from the 40s, though, tomorrow to the 60s on Tuesday. Our temperatures, they are going to be changing dramatically heading into the next few days. That graphic will be fixed by 11 if you want to tune in. Our temperatures right now are mostly in the 30s at this point. 28, though, in Lewisburg, 40 back towards Smith Mountain Lake. Over the next few hours, our temperatures will be gradually dropping. The cloud cover preventing our temperatures from dropping too fast. 37 right around 11 p.m. And then for later on tonight, you do see our temperatures eventually reaching into the 30s, so not nearly as cold as we were this morning. 3-day zone forecast temperatures are on a roller coaster ride. 40s one day, 60s the next day, 50s from there. The Lynchburg area, our temperatures will be showing that kind of inconsistency, and we're really tracking anywhere from rain to snow for the first half of your work week. And then by next weekend, a little bit quieter.
You know, everybody's excited about something in that forecast.
Yes.
For me, it's that 60 possibility.
Yes, the 60. I mean, that forecast is for everyone.
Yeah.
It may not be for everyone the next day, but
right, yeah. Just wait a few hours. You'll be happy eventually, right?
Yes, exactly.
All right. Thanks, Delaney. Coming up tonight on 10 News at 11, a powerful moment as the Pledge of Allegiance was interpreted in sign language. Why members of the deaf community say the gesture gave them goosebumps. That and more at 11.
Despite a shortened season, the ODAC is sure to be a juggernaut. The Lynchburg Hornets women's program hoping to bring the sting in more ways than one. Brooke Leonard has more from the Hive in the Hill City.
The Lynchburg Lady Hornets went 13-14 overall last year, but head coach Katie Crump says maturity and experience will be the catalyst in games this season.
We've got so much experience coming back. You're right, we did lose a few, but we're a very experienced veteran team this year, so we're really excited to see what they can do.
And at the head of it all is senior and Lord Botetourt alum Maggie Quarrles.
I think this year I've kind of accepted that I am a leader and kind of believed in myself and gotten other people to rally behind me. So I think that's been a really big step from last year to this season.
Quarrles has started in every game the past 2 years and averaged 10.5 points in 2020.
Over the summer and this fall, I kind of worked on defensively, footwork and things like that. To just kind of elevate my game a little further.
Another asset Lynchburg possesses is length and versatility, which was on display in Saturday's opener.
What's really cool about our team is that we're super versatile, and like you said, from anywhere on the court, I think we have assets that can knock the ball down. So
we're one of the tallest and longest teams in the league, so definitely having good ball pressure, being a little aggressive in the passing lanes
And while 2021 started off with a close loss to Bridgewater, they know energy will carry them far.
Get, Duke and no Cameron crazies or things like that, and they're struggling. But again, like you said, we've really been harping on having good energy and pumping each other up and things of that nature.
If we make a layup, hype each other up, hit a big three, I think those things are some of the intangible things that can make us elevate us to a higher level than other teams.
In Lynchburg, I'm Brooke Leonard, 10 Sports.
And on the way out, we want to let you know TB12 and the Bucks just knocked off the Packers 31-26. They are advancing to the Super Bowl.
Ooh, so exciting. I know a lot of people are excited for the Bills game tonight, too. The Bills and the Chiefs, right?
Right. Getting ready to kick off. Just a matter of minutes now, actually.
Yeah, that's right. Bills Mafia, as you said, all those fans are pretty crazy, but we want to show you one New York neighborhood supporting the Buffalo Bills in a special way. The holidays are over, but this neighborhood has put up lights to support the Bills ahead of tonight's AFC Championship game. The light display started with just one home, but now more than 150 houses are showing off their Bills pride.
Bills Mafia is strong.
That's right. I mean, it's been so long since they've had a chance, even at the Super Bowl, right?
Indeed, early 90s era there. So
yeah,
got a shot tonight.
Yeah, very cool way to do that.
Yeah. All right, let's get one last check of your forecast. And how did that get in there?
Oh, look at you.
That's your updated graphic. Jessica was making fun of me in the commercial break because of the bars. It's fixed now. There you go. There's our roller coaster ride for this week. Temperatures anywhere from the 60s to the 40s and anywhere from rain to snow. So a busy week ahead.
Just really had to give people that effect of the roller coaster. Come on.
Come on.
We'll see you at 11.